Alright, so now I would say we're done with our first layer of paint, our dark brown, reddish brown kind of a color. You can see what I'm going for. Just, you know, a random speckles, and you do still want a lot of your base metal color showing through. So, rinse your brush, shake your next color, which is the red gore, and we will do the exact same process with the red gore. So, get a little bit on your brush, wipe it off onto the foam, and make a bunch of speckles. Alright, so now I would say that I'm done. Just 3 colors. Bolt gun metal, dark flesh, red gore. And hopefully what you get is something like, you know, close to this. You can vary your amount of stippling and, you know, applying paint with foam or stippling as much as you'd like to make it as corroded or not corroded as you would like. I went with a pretty heavy coat of paint, but as you can see, what we want is just speckled, non-uniform, dark red, dark brown. However, with textured surfaces, normally more metal is showing through because they get worn, you know, by wind, by sand, by dirt, whatever. They get more worn, and so the raised surfaces will actually appear more metallic and less corroded than the non-raised lower surfaces, where you would have, you know, your dirt and grime building up and corroding the metal. And so to resolve this issue, we're just gonna go and dry brush some of our base metal color over. So, you know, wipe off most of the paint off your brush and just kind of go over the top just real quick with your brush, with your metal color. And it doesn't have to be, you know, really, you know, a real heavy coat, a real heavy dry brush. Just a little bit, just enough so that the surface metal appears a bit less corroded, you know, a bit brighter, a bit more metallic than the underlying. So just go across your surface, you know, across this way rather than this way, because then you would end up just covering up everything we had did. So just across the surface, real quick, dry brush with your base metallic color. And now, as you can see, we mostly have corrosion in the recessed surfaces. There is still some corrosion on the raised surface showing through. However, it's much less noticeable on our raised surface. And that is actually it for the tutorial. Alright, hopefully that helps you guys out if you're trying to do a rusty, corroded metal kind of a look for, you know, orcs, barricades, you know, whatever. So up next I'll be showing you guys how to make some hedgehog tank traps from sprue. If you don't have any sprue on hand, you could probably get some from a friend or your, you know, local gaming store, Games Workshop, something like that. But you will need to get some sprue, because that's what I will be making the hedgehog tank traps out of. And I would personally paint them in the exact same manner as I showed you in this video here, but you can paint them up however you'd like. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be trying to come out with videos a bit more regularly.